So there is a creepy white guy vibe.
Oh, like okay, like and I'm not trying to be sexual.
Well, you know, it never comes around me. But you know what I'm saying? So
let me tell you. Like,
see, and look, hold on, pause real quick. Hey, look, white men that are watching this, understand this, because we don't know this.
Right.
We don't know that there's a creepy white guy vibe. So I'm about to learn about it. I'm gonna ask you
for me specifically.
Yeah.
So I'm a dark skinned girl and I have big boobs. Sorry, it is what it is. So I'm at work.
Get how you live, Tim.
So I work in the hotel industry and I come across a lot of white men that are in corporate America. And they fetishize about me.
Yes.
They'll
I tried not to use
like,
the F word because you didn't want me to.
I was cool with it. I was cool with it. I just didn't understand it.
They give me this creepy like.
Okay, but Peep Game, what it like?
No. It's not like it's something underneath it because they treat me like I'm less than them,
right.
but like they still want to
fuck me. Fuck you.
Right.
Like in a very weird kind of master kind of way.
And it's like they'll like them titties look very succulent. Bitch.
Well, they don't say. Is that what they say?
No, but they look at me like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But they treat me like I'm like.
Right.
An object,
and this is what I wish, right? Because
those white people, those white men, and I'll be checking them like, okay, here you go, sir. I'm like trying to like put my head down because I'm like, I know you're a fucking freak, and you would never bring me home, and I know this for a fact.
Exactly. You
because,
would not
okay, so
and
this is where like I like this stereotype, but I love breaking most stereotypes down.
Okay.
Right, and so and I brought this up to you. I have a cousin, and I won't say his name because I don't understand it. Like, he's not a social media guy, and you know, he doesn't want all of his. He doesn't do anything for accolades. I'll say that. So that's why I choose not to say his name. It's the main reason. But if you saw him, right? If you saw him and if you heard him, and like in a lot of ways he fits a stereotype of like he's wealthy, right? He's super country, like every
like
definition of the word.
Hey y'all.
Like my whole family's like that.
Okay.
Like, cause when I say Dalton, Georgia, like to me I don't have an accent, right? But then some people are like, "Bro, you country as hell." And so if I get emotional about something, a little bit of that's what I hear. But he fits a lot of those stereotypes, right? But when I tell you, like, and I mentioned this, like, go ahead, try to say something racist around him. Go ahead, swing your best.
He'll check
No, he'll pound. Like, bro, you don't have a chance against him.
Right.
He's winning.
Right. On
every level. And so now he's married, and so he doesn't step out of those. Yeah. Okay. He wouldn't step out of those confines. But I could understand, and I might be wrong because I don't understand creepy white guy energy. Like I don't understand
it. Exists.
So I'm saying that there's a space here for me to be inaccurate, right? Like I might be wrong right now. But I feel like if he was single and he was looking at your chest, like if you caught him on the slide,
he's not single. He's married. These are men that are married.
Well, there's terrible married men out there, black and white, and whatever
the
nationality we have. But I just wouldn't want a weird assumption to be made about him when he's just a man attracted to a woman.
That's true.
And I can also say, like, when you said like you've never thought of like white men to protect, I don't know a man in my family that would ever see anybody like overtly disrespecting you, like to where like, because you know sometimes you'll walk past an argument with a couple because that's their business. You don't need to get in their business. But then sometimes if it's an overtly weird thing, I don't know a man in my family that wouldn't come to both of y'all's aid.
Right.
Period.
Right.
But because they're men.
Right.
Because the standard is you're a man and she's a woman and go do work.
Right. See, and this is such an interesting kind of conversation because I agree with what you're saying.
And now P-Game, and this is where they don't have the swag that I have.
Right. But I do think what you're saying is correct. But I understand what Tiffany is also trying to say with, I think it's not even necessarily that they won't do it, but does she feel?
Do I feel covered?
Do I feel covered?
Yeah, can I feel covered?
Right, and I can understand you saying no to that. Because of the narrative that's painted.
If Tiffany was with her white husband or boyfriend and
I'm sorry to even put you in that light, dog.
And the black dude is for whatever reason getting rowdy, he's like, "You black ass nigger bitch." What can her husband say that's white?
Bro, you don't have to. You can't talk to my wife like that. So it's own.
But it'd be different if he was black. He could be like, "Nigga, I'm a."
No.
Yes.
No. Look, dialogue can be different.
You could do it all without saying the N-word.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dialogue can be different.
Dialogue is different, but still, just to know that he can't even go there with her. With that man.
No, there's nothing.
You can't.
Look, P-Game.
Rowdy is rowdy.
No,
I don't care what color you are.
No, because like and.
Go ahead.
It can get taken out of things can get taken out of context, right? So there was there was this woman I was in line with the other day, and she definitely doesn't want me to bring her name up because
she's black.
Yeah, she's black. She's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And we were in line the other day, and cooling, like platonic. We're in line, and there was a couple in front of us, very pro-black couple. Mm-hmm. You know, like tattoo of Africa on the neck. Mm-hmm. Both of them had natural hair, like kind of like wearing like the military garb with the red, black, and green.
Oh,
all of that.
Okay.
No, but that's great. Like,
Who's?
No, because we've spoke before, and I was saying earlier how like, well, and this is prior to our conversation today, but I was saying earlier I like it when black people have black pride. It should be done. It's more, So I could care less. Like, yeah, bro. Like I'm behind them in the line. Like, bet have pride, bro. And I'm looking at the menu. I'm not even. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He sees us standing together, and
it gets weird.
For him and his missus, right? And the rolling the eyes and the this, that, and the third. The woman.
So how does that make you feel? So what is going on in your mind when you see this? When you can.
A lot of times, like I see it as a shortcoming, right? So I'm not trying to judge you because you're shortcoming. I'm not trying to. Like I don't know that man or that woman's story. That's judging their assumptions right now. Like you don't know me. You don't know the woman I'm standing next to. You don't know the nature of our relationship, whether we're lovers or friends, right. And you have all this stuff running through your head,
right,
without saying one word to either one of us,
right.
So I try not to judge them much, like I said, because I don't know their story.
Right.
In the same breath, I'm a man.
Right.
So he, him and her, like him and his missus, like their body language gets more animated, and it's turning into the eye rolling and this, that, and the third. Well, the woman I'm next to is not the one. You good? The woman I'm next to is not the one. So she gets to So I told her, I was like, look, go to the car. Like, I'll order the food. Go to the car.
Right.
Because I'm, like, that's the more mature decision. Right? Because I'm real comfortable. And I hate to say it like this because you sound like tough guy or whatever. But, like, if that would have gotten physical, I'd have been fine. Right. I would have beat the dude.
We can go ahead and say James is an ex-MMA fighter.
But like,
you don't want it?
No, I'm not saying it for that. Like, I just would have principally, it could have gone there and I'd have been fine. Yeah. Right? Now, he could have been Mr. Whoever and tore me up. Doubtfully, but let's say it would have happened.
Right. Probably would have got all your teeth kicked out, bro.
But I'm saying, like, with that being the case, it's not, like, you're not going to disrespect the woman I'm with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't care if you're black, if you're white, I don't need to drop the N-bomb and say ridiculous stuff like that to be a man.
Right.
No, matter of fact, because I'm a man, I'm not going to say that.
Right. I think that, like, people who, like, okay, I don't date interracially, and never have. I'm married, it's never going to happen. But I think it gets really, like, embarrassing for the people who, when they see it, they're like, you shouldn't be able to sense it. Like, you shouldn't have. That should have been something that was in their mind.
No, but people that are like that want you to see it. You've never seen that, so you've never been guilty of. You see a brother like walking towards you, like, oh, that's a nice looking brother, and then you see he with a white girl. You have never been guilty of mugging them just because.
Now yes, but I try my hardest not to. In my mind, though, I might think something in my mind,
right?
But I'm not gonna, like, because I know they're looking for me to do that. I feel like every interracial couple is looking for it.
Well, if you looking for it,
I feel that. I feel like an interracial couple is looking for, or they are gonna assume
I'm not.
that I'm gonna give.
I'm not looking at all.
But the thing is,
you don't assume that a black woman.
But
no, it's different though.
I'm not looking.
Okay, so you're telling me you have never been walking. You see a black dude, you like, oh, it's a nice looking fine brother over here, and then at least you see that he's with a white woman. Does your face not change?
Okay, what's the difference? It's a difference.
Okay.
I think a white guy and a black woman is totally different than a black man and a white woman.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you're asking me, have I done that or subconsciously done it or thought in my head like, what the fuck? Yes, I have, but not for a white man dating a black woman.
Yeah, I don't think black men really care either. I don't think black men are like, bro, you going with all women?
No.
Black men are like, thanks for taking one off of our hands.
Right. So no, I mean, yes and no. It depends on. That's just how I feel.
Yeah. But, just how you feel,
and not all black men. Some black men, I don't notice it as much, right?
Right.
But some black men don't like that I'm with a black woman.
Or if
that's something that you see.
The pro-black ones, like he said.
At times.
The pro-black ones.
Yeah. Well, and you know, like, and this is a terminology, and I told Tiff about it earlier, but like, I love being pro-black, right? I love it when black people are pro-black. You should be. You earned it. So much to be proud of.
Right.
The whole thing. Don't let your pro-black turn anti-white.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah.
I think there's a line.
And that's where the line is. Yeah. Right. Because that's when it gets like.
Yeah, that's what we told the Dr. Umar line.
Right.
And I think that's probably been like his biggest struggle. It's not so much the things that he said. It's that.
Do you know who Dr. Umar is?
Yeah.
You do know who Dr. Umar is. Good goddamn James. Jesus Christ, James. Look, y'all think I'm playing. This guy is like.
He knows.
He is on it.
So weird.
But it's like for as many white people that exist that I love, because there are white people on this planet that I love.
And right.
You know, you can't be that angry at all of them. We cannot classify. You can't say that you can't give people the right to
but in Dr. Umar's defense, he did retract that. Because I think what happens.
Did he have to retract?
Well, I think because generally speaking, there's this belief that he doesn't like white people at all. And that's not his stance. Because I share a similar agreement with him and view with I grew up in fucking Long Island. There's like a bunch of whites all around me. Mm-hmm. I don't dislike white people at all. I come across a lot of white people that are nice. But I also come across ones that are not nice. Right. So sometimes if you're speaking, it could seem as though you're trying to generalize, but I'm not talking of all white people.
Right.
Just like how I said.
And I think words are specific.
Right.
And context and tone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Tiff and I know each other pretty well.
Right.
You and I get to know each other better. Then you can say certain, like if you were to come home, or I don't want to say come home, because if we were to kick it, or let's say your husband and I are kicking it.
Right.
And then you come home and you're like, man, this white mother.
Right.
I'm going to understand that like, that was a person that was white that was an idiot.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I think, and by the way, my husband is like, so like, we are the world, kumbaya. It's like we are like, I like everybody, nobody he's like kumbaya guy. But like that's just how I feel about like race relations when it comes down to like, you know, for a woman, I don't really care. But I think I'm more stern when it comes down to black men.
I think when I see black men, like when I see black women with white guys, I'm like, sweetie, you have lost your way, but it's okay, you'll figure it out.
Right, exactly.
And then when I see a black man with a white woman, it hurts me so bad because I'm like, bruh, you abandoned us.
Right. Well, because
you know how much we need you, and you abandoned us. Like you left us here. You could have.
Right, but not only that, I think it's because I think generally speaking, it is the belief of the black woman that when a black man gets a white woman, it is because he has an issue with black women.
Oh yeah.
So
and
that is the reason why. Right, and that is the reason I have yet to find.
Want to deal with all that
attitude. Right. Show me a black man that dates a white woman that speaks positively about a black woman, and then I would be like, okay, you don't have black women talking shit about black men, even though she's dating a white man. Mm-hmm. And that's to me where I'm like, black man, like F you and your whole crew, and like go kick fucking rocks. Right, because I always feel as though a black man dating a white woman is doing so to either A, like get back at us, B, because they have like inner issues. Mm-hmm. It's a whole bunch of things going around it.
The man that's married to your best friend, do you feel that way about him?
Oh, absolutely not. And that's because so my best friend is married to a black guy, and my best friend is white, and she's one of the most beautiful people I've ever known in my life. Yeah. And her husband, he got the motherfucking goat. Yeah. He couldn't have done no better, and he couldn't find nobody that would love him.
But do you feel that do you feel that he's pro-black?
I don't.
Or is that a criteria for you to respect?
And that's even another conversation. Can you be pro-black and date interracially? Is that a goddamn double win?
You know,
I absolutely think you can.
You think you can?
Absolutely.
Well enough.
I think. Okay.
I'll say this because I've dated a black woman. I've dated 2 black women that were very pro-black.
Right. Now I will say this.
How pro-black are you?
Right, and then okay. Right, I think it depends on the person.
I gotta drink this, but I want to.
No, that's fine. I think it's a person because See, after meeting, and this is why it's really important. You all out there, black people specifically, it's important to get outside of what you're normally used to being around.
And
meet people. Because you will see that there are all types of people. And I'm a person who has lived in 4 different states. I have traveled around, and it's refreshing to see another type of soul. And it's like, so now I'm like, okay, I think I'm rethinking about some of the things that I believe or that I say. And I do believe if a man was like James with the black woman, I wouldn't.
And I wouldn't feel no kind of way.
And she was pro-black, I wouldn't question her blackness. Only because I don't. You would? Would you really?
Yes.
But if you knew him,
what does that mean?
Because you knew him.
Because at the end of the day,
like your friend's husband.
I don't care. At the end of the day, there is still a part of yourself that you cannot share with this person because he's.
Why not?
Because
not that you can't share, that you won't understand.
That you won't understand.
Okay, I get that.
There are nuances to it.
And so there's things that you couldn't explain.
There are things that again, like I can immerse you in water.
But I can't be water.
Right, but you can't be water. You can be wet, but you can't be water.
But that doesn't mean that she can't.
That means you can be wet. I will give you as much as I can, but you can't be water.
I won't understand.
Right.
You will never understand.
You will never understand.
I can empathize.
Yes.
He can empathize.
You'll never be able to move like water.
But I'm not gonna. But does that detract from her blackness?
I just don't feel.
See, because when you say it makes you question her blackness.
Pro-black, not question her blackness, but
you said not question her blackness.
Not to question her
so
blackness.
she can't be pro-black.
Well, that's kind of what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask from a few angles.
I don't think I can classify you as pro-black if you're not even interested in producing more black.
Okay, but in James' defense, okay, and I got your back, James. I don't think this size. You don't need it. Yeah. But I think that like he does not give off. He's down. There's always gonna be he's down for the culture. Yes. He's down for the people.
Yes.
Even for his own as well. And he's not like I'm just only for black people and fuck white people. Right. He's down for his people as well. But I don't feel like he's being like untrue or like he's being gimmicky.
It's extremely untrue.
So I could see how a black woman would be attracted to him and still be completely into her blackness.
You can be into your blackness and not be pro-black.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you're gonna give it that label.
Questions? I don't know. I think
there's a lot to unpack here. I think there's a lot to like. There's obviously validity from all of our
certain
points.
People. It's not a lot of James walking around here.
There are not a lot. And so would I feel like you completely didn't jump ship? Maybe a little bit. Look, but I don't know. I just don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
case by case basis, right?
It's a case by case basis.
And thank God for that. That it can be case by case. That you have the wisdom to discern. Not everybody's the same. Not every picture is gonna look the same.
Right.
And I'm not going to feel the same every single day. Like right now, I have this viewpoint. But if I don't have a better and more mature viewpoint in 5 years, then I've wasted 5 years from now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So hopefully now I'm thinking better than when I was thinking when I was 30.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm thankful for growth and hopefully more to come.
Mm-hmm. So have you ever dated a black woman that talks like reckless about black people around you?
There was a girl that I dated that it started off because she would say things that would make me a little uncomfortable, and I didn't know, so I would say it like this.
So what do you do?
Like she would say this, so I turned it into humor and be like, if you said that and you was white, it'd be racist, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because kind of like, but I would say it with like a friendlier tone in my voice, and you're racist, right? You know what I'm saying? And kind of like we laugh about it, but then after a while, it was a conversation to where I felt like not only did she have issues that I didn't know if I could. If it was worth it to me, because I didn't feel like investing in her anymore, but if it was worth it to me to like try to help her see her way through that. Mm-hmm. But then also when she would talk bad about black men, I would take it, and this is gonna sound strange, but just kind of bear with it till the end of the sentence. I would take it personally offensive, but because I know some of the richest, I guess richest is the best definition I have for it. Some of the richest relationships I've had in my life are with black men. Now clearly 100%, don't get it twisted. That could sound weird, but there was nothing other than like friendship, platonic friendship. I just kind of want to say that.
Pause.
Because this is being recorded.
Yeah, you gotta put the pause there.
But like, you know what I'm saying? But like, just some of my richest friends or the richest friendships I've had were with men that happen to be black.
Right.
And so when she would talk bad about black men, I'd be like, in my head, I'm like, yo, you talking about such and such, and you talking about such and such.
Right.
And if she didn't know these people, she would look at them and judge them crazy. And she was a black woman.